that smell?
Can't you smell that smell?
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily Reddit content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Oh man, today we're jumping back into rSlash Tales of Neckbeards. As a matter of fact, both of these come from my personal subreddit, rSlash ReddX Reads. But you probably already knew that if you're one of the old heads around here. We just got so many good sagas and stories and stuff going on over there, so stop by, check it out. If you got a story, then I'd be happy for you to share it with me. Today we've got Neckbeard that is obsessed with Deadpool. It's not Deadpool beard, it's just Deadbeard. But rest assured there are hundreds of thousands, probably even millions of these Deadpool obsessed weirdos walking around thinking that it makes them cool or unique to use somebody else's creation to express their own creativity. It's about as dumb as it sounds. So we've seen it before, but I'm happy to see it again. And then we've also got a gay neckbeard that is in the Navy. That's right, sailor boys. Oh boy, I'm slightly more hesitant. It also has a part 2, but we're gonna cover that one on another day. So let's just buckle in, boys and girls. We'll strap in and get ready for some of this glorious neckbeard cringe. The tale of Deadbeard. Only good beard is a dead beard. That's not true. Don't take that too seriously. I'm not assaulting beards out here. This is the story about a neckbeard that I nicknamed Deadbeard. I used to work at a cafe in a mall, and during Christmas time, we hired this girl for seasonal employment. We'll call her Evie. Evie was a great coworker. She picked up the job quickly, and she was very friendly to all the customers and would check on them if she wasn't busy. Evie loved Christmas, so she came to work with elf ears on. Uh-oh. This neckbeard bait. Don't do it. Evie was so good that our manager kept her after the Christmas season ended. I should mention that Evie is like 5 feet tall, petite, pale blue eyes, and blonde hair. Basically, yes, prime neckbeard bait. Then one day, Deadbeard arrives. I did get Evie's permission to post this, by the way. Well, that's good to know. Deadbeard fits the neckbeard stereotype pretty good. Scraggly neckbeard, long greasy hair, bad acne, and of course he smelled like B.O. He didn't wear a fedora, but he always wore a Deadpool hoodie, and he had a Deadpool backpack. We talk about a grown man with a backpack? Come on now. Especially one with a cartoon character on it. Holy God. Talk about suspended adolescence. On the rare occasion that he didn't have his Deadpool hoodie, he of course wore a Deadpool graphic tee. Jesus. This was our first interaction with Deadbeard. Evie was taking orders and I was making the drinks. DB is Deadbeard, E is Evie. Evie, welcome to cafe. How can I help you? I like your Deadpool hoodie, by the way. Deadbeard, really? Evie, yeah, I love Deadpool. I have some comics at my house. Deadbeard, are you a real fan? Uh-oh, here comes the gatekeeping. Every time a woman mentions that they're into games or comics, or basically anything, these nerds just crawl out of the woodwork and feel like they have to test their level of fandom. Ugh. I don't think I'd have the energy. I like this thing, okay? Believe me or don't believe me. I really don't care. Evie, yeah, I'm a real fan. Deadbeard then tests her knowledge by asking her a question about Deadpool. I don't remember what it was, but Evie did answer it correctly. Deadbeard, wow, it's rare to meet a lady who loves Deadpool. Even rarer when it's a lady as beautiful as you. Deadbeard then starts spewing whatever Deadpool knowledge he had, while a line formed behind him. No social awareness at all. Every time Evie tried to say something, Deadbeard would just cut her off. Eventually, Evie got a word in, asking if he was going to order something. He ordered water, which is free. One day, Deadbeard came in and said,
He had a gift for Evie.
Deadbeard,
Hi, is Evie here?
OP, no, she ain't here. Deadbeard,
Well, is she coming in today? I have a gift for her.
he held up a Hot Topic bag. OP, I don't think she is. If you want, you could just leave it and I'll send her a text letting her know that you got her a gift. It's like a warning text message in disguise. Do not come into the store. This creepo is lurking. Deadbeard,
I'd rather give it to her in person. Can you tell me when's the next time she works? Or maybe you could give me her number, and I could set up a date or something so I could give her the gift.
has this ever worked? Yeah, take my coworker's phone number. Great. OP, I can't give away employee schedules or their contact info. Deadbeard,
Come on, why not? I'm not some creepy guy.
that sounds exactly like what a creepy guy would say.
I just want to give her a gift.
My manager, who was standing next to me cleaning the espresso machine, we can't give away employee info to customers. It's store policy. Later that day, my manager sends a message to the group chat reminding us that we can't share employee schedules or contact info with customers. Bro, why's the manager gonna come at you like that? You did the right thing. I guess it is just a reminder, but I'd be a little like, what the fuck about it? Eventually, a pattern starts. Deadbeard would come in, and if Evie wasn't there, 9 times out of 10, he'd just leave. Sometimes he would wait around for hours to see if she would eventually come. Jesus Christ. If Evie was there, he'd come in and always find an excuse to talk to her or specifically ask that
she make his drink.
I remember one time Deadbeard told Evie,
You should wear the elf ears all the time. You remind me of this girl from an anime I watch.
That's good cringe. Things all came to a head when Evie told us that she thinks Deadbeard might be stalking her because Deadbeard coincidentally ran into her at 3 different stores in the mall today. And when she left the bathroom, Deadbeard was outside waiting for her. Oh my god, dude. What a freak! I hate this guy. Manager decides to ban Deadbeard from the store. She tells us to tell Deadbeard that he's banned next time that he comes in if she isn't there to tell Deadbeard himself. Our manager was in fact there the next time Deadbeard came in, and she told him that he's banned. Apparently he tried to protest, but he stopped when she threatened to call mall security. It worked. We never saw Deadbeard lurking around the cafe again. And Evie said that she hadn't run into Deadbeard anywhere inside the mall. That is, until one night, when Deadbeard was waiting for Evie by her car. Jesus. Lucky for Evie, one of the mall security vehicles was passing by and she got their attention. Deadbeard was banned from the mall. Evie has no idea how Deadbeard even knew what her car looked like, so we assumed he'd been stalking her to her car as well. The rest of the time that I worked there, I didn't see him. Thankfully. Jesus, man. Just another friendly reminder that neckbeards do not exist on the same plane of existence as the rest of us. Like, you know, it's funny. He's like, oh, you should wear the elf ears. You remind me of a girl in an anime. And everybody cringes and has a laugh at how socially inept this guy is. And then he's waiting for her by her car. And something terrible honestly could have happened if mall security wasn't there. Jesus. Can we do more than ban him from the mall? Can we ban him from the country, the state, life in general? He didn't do anything, so I can't say put him up against the wall, but damn, dude, this is a close call if I've ever heard one. This is one of the main reasons I don't try to make connections with people. If you're wearing a Deadpool shirt, I'll be like, yeah, that's a cool shirt. But I ain't going to tell you to your face, hey, I like that thing that you like. Because then they're like, let's be friends. It's like, oh, God. Now I have more social obligations to juggle. I'm already not good with the limited amount of social obligations that I currently have. So adding more into the mix, that's just a recipe for disaster. But Deadbeard, yeah, he's happy. He's like, oh my God, I might actually make a human connection with someone. And the someone is a girl. I'm gonna come here every day and lurk for hours. That is the sort of thing that should set off alarm bells, like, without a doubt. He's basically stalking the store, waiting for her. Extreme obsessive behavior. And I like to think that at some point, if Evie told him off, then he would stop all this weirdness, but probably she did tell him off at some point. I don't know if she accepted the gift. There's a lot of reasons that I'd like to hear it from Evie herself, but I guess those questions will have to remain unanswered. But this is definitely a neckbeard, and a pretty scary one at that. So let's move on into something that probably features some more laughs. God, I hope it features some more laughs. It's Bootbeard up next, so let's get into it. A beard appears at C School and follows me into the fleet. A saga. Yay, a saga! This one is long. Yay, it's long! Beefy Saga's always my favorite, I'll tell you that much right now. And I relate to it because it's Navy stuff, hooray! Also, NSFW, you've been warned again. Hi guys! So, I never really thought to tell anyone about this at all. It never really occurred to me how much of a beard my roommate was in C School while active duty in the Navy. There are a lot of beards in the Navy, bro. I speak from experience. I can recall at least 10 that I met through boot camp and A School, and probably 2 or 3 at my active duty station in Japan, unless you're counting the IT crowd, because then the number jumps up into the tens. It's like 20 or 30 IT guys, and I'm pretty sure they all classify as neckbeards. I'm sure I'll share those stories with you one of these days. But for now, we got this, and we got to deal with it one at a time. So, this first story is kind of long, so sorry about that. Hey, no problem, bro. Beef these videos up as far as I'm concerned. I'm also new to Reddit, so forgive any formatting and all that stuff. Also, please excuse my horrible punctuation and such. I've never really been good at English things, like drinking tea. Let me introduce you guys to the characters. Trigger warning, there is some pretty racy stuff in this whole saga. Attempted sexual assault and a whole lot of cringe. HM3, that's our OP. He's a corpsman, petty officer 3rd class. Just got promotion up to 3rd class and thought more like a Marine than I did a sailor, since corpsmen usually go with the Marines, since Marines don't have their own medics, which I find interesting. But yeah, if you didn't know, now you know. I'm 5'11" and about 200 pounds, and I'm openly gay. Yes, this does have a role. Blitzkrieg, another good friend of mine, another Greenside corpsman who got the same orders as me. The only person that I actually know on that godforsaken base. He's about the same size as me, but about 20 pounds heavier. A very straight male, but he's cool with basically whatever. And then we got Bootbeard, our beard of the story. He's a fresh out of basic training kid, going to core school, obsessed with anime, video games, has major cleanliness issues, both personally and in his living space. Unfortunately, my roommate, and he's about 6'2", maybe 150 when wet, but no muscle that's noticeable, and he looks like he's just a stick, with lumps of fat just clinging in really awkward places. Obviously, no facial hair because, you know, military, but he checked off all the boxes. I think he had a fedora in his closet, but the closet was locked. Yeah, that sounds about standard fare, doesn't it? So, let me give you guys a little bit of backstory on how I came to know this person, and a bit of background to the story before I get into the meat of things. So for those of you that don't know, C school is essentially the school that trains you in some form of advanced job while in the Navy. I only had to go to A school because I was just a postal clerk dum-dum. At the time, I was a Greenside Hospital corpsman, and I was sent to NMST Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio for the Surgical Technology course. Sidebar, I did not willingly take these orders. They were forced on me by the Navy. Now, on this base, some people are fresh out of basic training, and then there are those like me who are coming, as we put it in the Navy, from the fleet. Those of us that are from the fleet typically have some form of time in service, ranging from a few months to a few years. I was right in the middle of that, with just 2 years in the service, when I received my orders to sea school. Now, I'm not even gonna try and portray myself as someone who was the popular, go out with friends kind of person. I had just come from Camp Pendleton in California, where I was with the Marines at the time, so you can imagine what my mind was like. When I first arrived on base, I already did not want to be there, and it was obvious. I had already decided that I was going to live on base in the barracks to try and save some money. Okay, dear readers, let us commence this horrible story with the first week that I knew this kid. And yes, I refer to him as a kid because that's basically what he was. You'll have to forgive me if I don't give any dates or anything. This is purely for the protection of privacy and OPSEC. Hey, I talk about OPSEC all the time on this channel. Keep everything on a need-to-know basis. I just don't do it very well because I live on YouTube and basically tell you guys everything that's going on in my life. I also won't give a lot of details of where the event took place on base and such as well, but the stuff that took place out on the town, yeah, I'll do my best with that. So I received my orders and left for San Antonio within about 2 weeks. Little did I know, the next 14 weeks that I was going to spend on this base were going to be an absolute hell. And if it had not been for my buddy Blitzkrieg coming with me, I'm pretty sure I would have gotten a captain's mast or a court-martial. I went to captain's mast twice. I was a naughty sailor. I knew going to the base that it was going to be a mixed bag of people. And I also knew that I was most likely going to be in contact with junior sailors. But little did I know, the junior sailor I was going to be exposed to would be one of the worst. Yeah, boot camp's gone soft, bro. They don't make them like they used to. When I finally arrived in San Antonio, I drove with Blitzkrieg from California to Texas. It was a great drive. Would recommend. We arrived on base and did the whole check-in process, and we were assigned our rooms. We had been hoping that him and I could have been roomies, but alas, the gods were not on our side. I was assigned a room on the first floor, and Blitz a room about 4 rooms down the hall from mine. Sweet, I can remember thinking. I was going to at least be able to spend some time down the hall with the one person in this hellhole that I knew and would actually get along with. Once we received our rooms, we opted to go deposit our stuff and hit the town, seeing as we arrived on a Friday and our schooling didn't start until the following Monday. Hell yeah! Party time and then recovery day. Now the buildings that the barracks are in, well, they are at this time relatively new, having been constructed a few years before I arrived. So I finally arrived at the door to my room and took a deep breath. Well, here we go. I opened the door and I was pleasantly surprised. It appeared that I was going to be by myself. Praise the Lord! I moved all my stuff in and stuffed it all into the closet, not really locking it as I assumed that I was going to be alone. You know the saying, assuming makes an ass out of you and me. This proved to be so true in this situation. I met Blitz out on the quarterdeck. Now I'm going to tell you guys what we're wearing. This will play a part later on. Trust me. I was in a pair of Wrangler jeans and boots with a 9-inch nails tee. Blitz was in cargo shorts, Vans, and a polo. A diametrically opposed pair, to be sure. We left the base and went out on the town, ate on the Riverwalk, and hit a few bars, had a few drinks. Nothing too much, really. Definitely sober when we arrived back on base. When we got back on base, it was about 2000, 2100, not too late. We agreed that we would part ways and meet back up tomorrow to explore the base and explore the town. Coming back at 8 or 9 o'clock, bro, I thought you was gonna do it big. I thought you was having a real night out. This is like an old people's night out. I'm gonna go catch a matinee at the cinema. I don't mean to bust your balls too hard. It's all in good fun. Come on now. Now, when I say what happened and you guys see my reaction, just know I held my tongue because I had to live with this cretin for 14 weeks, if not more. I got to the door of my room and a smell. It was horrible. Hit me. I can't even describe it really. The best I can describe it is the smell of rot and fish. Blitz was walking with me when we got to my door, and the best I can guess is he saw the look on my face before he also got smacked with that smell. I looked at him. OP, bro, what the f is that smell? Blitz, oh, I don't know. It smells like CDIF with fish piled on. OP, where's it even coming from? Blitz, dude, it's coming from your room. Now at this point, I'm not even sure that I want to open the door. I was unsure or just didn't want to believe that this noxious smell was coming from my room. I can remember looking at Blitz for help, but by the time I looked at him, he was already walking down the hallway shouting at me, Blitz, good luck, bro. A true friend indeed. I tried to voice my objections, but by the time I spoke up, he was closing his door. I can remember thinking to myself at this point, please don't be coming from my room. Please don't be coming from my room as I opened the door. Now, when I opened the door, I will tell you that the smell inside was absolutely vomit-inducing. It was like walking into a wall. I took a few steps into the room and tried to locate the source of the smell, and my eyes immediately locked on the microwave. It was on and spinning. In it was some sort of bowl, and I knew that that was where the smell was coming from. The sound of a flushing toilet broke the stare of horror and disgust that was currently directed at the microwave and redirected it to the bathroom door to my left. My nose immediately identified the other smell. The CDIF rot smell was coming from the bathroom. I suppressed a gag as the door opened and a tall, skinny boy popped out. I know that the look on my face had to have said it all, and that's when this new person spoke. Keep in mind that I have not even completely entered the room yet. Bootbeard.
Oh, hey, I guess you're my roomie.
OP. Yeah. I'm HM3. Bro, what the f is that smell? Bootbeard.
Oh, that. Yeah, I'm making some food that my mom sent me. I think it's like tilapia or something.
You put fish in the microwave, bro. It's not a good way to make friends. OP, bro, seriously? Of all the things to cook? Bootbeard.
Yeah, I just wanted to get it out of the way, and I was hungry anyway. Anyway, my name's Bootbeard. Nice to meet you.
He stuck out his hand, and I looked at it. The medical side of me was screaming not to touch it. His fingernails were a pale yellow, and his skin a weird shade of tan and pasty. OP, no, bro. Wash your hands first. You know he didn't. He just popped out of the bathroom like, shake your hand. It's ridiculous. I pushed past him and went into the room. As I walked, I popped the microwave door open and proceeded to unpack. All I could think about was how all of my uniforms and this entire room was gonna smell like whatever that hellspawn was in the microwave. I was working on getting my stuff put in drawers and hung up when Bootbeard again spoke to me, his mouth full of whatever kind of fish and vegetables were on his plate. Bootbeard.
So, what division were you in?
Referring to the division that I was in basic training. OP, I don't really remember. It's been a while. Bro, it's been, almost a decade since I was in the Navy. I still remember my division. 904. Bootbeard.
Wait, were you not in my class?
Now the look I gave him was a mixture of utter confusion and a look of trying to keep from gagging as the smell was still quite prevalent in the room. OP, no bro, I graduated like 2 years ago. I'm here for C-School. Bootbeard.
Oh, cool. So, what's your rate?
I will admit that I'm rather annoyed right now. Not so much with this junior sailor, but with the situation in general. And I was a bit sharper than I needed to be. OP, I'm an 8404 corpsman. I was keeping my answers short and sweet, doing my best not to breathe in the toxic miasma that had taken residence in what was once my solo room. Bootbeard.
Oh, that's so cool.
OP, yeah, bro, it's pretty cool. Now keep in mind I was starting to feel tired, and now I just had one goal, to take a shower and go to sleep. I pulled my towel out of my sea bag and grabbed the loofah and the bar soap that I had, and my flip-flops, and I proceeded to the shower. This beard of a man followed me. Oh boy. Bootbeard.
So, bro, what do you like?
I went into the bathroom and started to close the door. That's when it stopped. I turned around to him holding the bathroom door open. OP, can I help you? Bootbeard.
I mean, we could talk while you shower, right?
No.
It's not like I haven't seen it.
What? You haven't seen it. This is mine and that is yours. They're different. What is wrong with this dude? I just met you and I'm trying to take a shower in peace by myself. At this point, I had not showered with anyone else in almost 2 years. At this point, though, I was just too tired to argue. Jesus Christ, dude. No, this is worth arguing about, okay? I always have the energy for this argument. Doesn't even have to really be an argument. Just be like, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. I turned on the hot water and pulled off my shirt. Now, I do work out a lot, but I was not a thing to behold. I wasn't like a bodybuilder or anything. I was just in shape. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see him. Now, there is very little that makes me actively uncomfortable, but the look that he had, that was something that did. I could see him looking at me like I was a piece of meat. Now, I'm not a bashful person at all, but I certainly was not gonna give this dude a show, especially because 1, I didn't know him in any capacity, and 2, I am not a form of entertainment. I spoke up. OP, dude, do you mind? I'm trying to change. He did nothing. He just stared at me. This I put my hand on the door and forced it closed. I stripped and took my shower. When I came out of the shower in just a towel, I know, big mistake, but I didn't grab any clothes like an idiot and just had no choice. I certainly was not going to let him go through my stuff to grab my clothes. I grabbed a pair of basketball shorts and put them on with the towel tightly wrapped around my waist. I turned to him laying on his bed, laptop on his chest. OP, I'm racking out for the night. Have a nice night. At least I thought that's what was going to happen. Apparently not. But I will continue with the conversation that took place in the next installment of this very awkward and cringy 14 weeks. Well, I can summarily say that I never met anybody quite this bad. If this guy is willing to like take things this far and try and see you naked on the first night of meeting you, oh, I fear for what comes next, honestly. This cannot be good. It makes me feel like I got off pretty lucky. I mean, there were some weird dudes, you know, socially awkward dudes. They mostly kept to themselves. There were also some boisterous guys that were like, let's just drink and party all the time. And I mean, I went with them a few times, but I'm not on the level that they're on. I'm somewhere in between socially awkward and an alcoholic. Oh, but if I got asked to let somebody see me take a shower, like, you're gonna get jacked in the mouth. That's all I can tell you. I can deal with microwaving fish. You know, open a window, okay, I guess I'll live with it. But following me into the bathroom, bro, not okay. My suspicion is that this dude is gay as well. But even if he's gay and OP's gay, that don't mean they're gonna get together, because this is just a weird dude. socially awkward, obviously not very attractive, and just overall probably not a person that I want to spend more time around than I absolutely have to. So, oh man, 14 weeks is a long time, but at least you came out on the other side, and I'm quite looking forward to the next installment and the one after that and the one after that, and seeing just how far we can get Bootbeard to devolve. I'm sorry you had to experience it, OP, but damn, I'm glad you're sharing it. And if you guys appreciate it as well, I hope that you will like, comment, and or subscribe. Maybe share the video around if you know somebody that needs a laugh. We've also got links in the description. Yes, indeed. Darkly Studios on Twitter made these wonderful animations for my channel. We got some more coming, so I'm super excited for that. Go give him a big thank you on Twitter from ReddX. And, you know, maybe commission him if you're looking for something. We've also got a link to my personal subreddit, r/ReddXReads, Wifey's channel, Mr. and Mrs. ReddX. We're getting some content going over there today, so it will be in a pinned comment as per usual, if you'd like to cringe for another 20 minutes or so. We also got the Teespring if you're trying to rock the merch, and the Amazon affiliate link. It goes to my microphone, but if you click that link and then buy basically anything else on Amazon, I get kicked a little bit of cash from it, which is super, super cool. Additionally, there's social medias, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Oh, and of course, my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. Yes, indeed, you're seeing some names on the screen right now, and I would like to thank them all, but specifically, ZeroMMX, Lady Nix, Robert Waits, Pope Squid, Cider Drinker, Tato Ferret, The Last Shinobi, Mark 211, Michael Undead, Aaron W, Mitch, John Hero, Candy Sora, DigiNZ, Fire Drake, Little Lone Wolf, Miss Monday, Silent Revolver, JM Coon, Leon Embers, TSM Kirby, Redwind, Synaptic Boomstick, Jerry, Staples, Yeet, Davindra, Cake Jerry, Nat1, Nick, Tamago, and 4 days in a row, we got new patrons. Boy, I'm telling you, that's good stuff right there. Thank you guys so much, and welcome to the fold, Lelis. I'm so excited with how the Patreon's been growing this month and last month. It is absolutely stellar. One of these days, I won't have to worry about monetization so much because of my patrons, and then I can curse all I want once again. But lately, YouTube's been cracking down, so that's sad to see. Obviously, if anybody else could help support, that is massively appreciated. Thank you very much in advance. But most of all, I just appreciate you being here, you know? If you can't support, no worries, man. Thank you for coming through. I hope I can get you to come through again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, super important. But also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe watching some more ReddX videos. Oh, that's a great idea. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I will see you in the next one, friends. And until then, bye-bye.